God, I miss that song. How about you?
So nice to hear, isn't it?
To me, it means so much. So I got to tell everyone, we are back. We are back. I am going to save the curse words because our guest has a contract and I can't use them. So
is that part of her contract? Just so we know. Show then.
Jason, by the way, I need to make sure we're going to do some live technical. Is this streaming to my personal Facebook? Can you let me know that, Jason, while this is going? I hope
mine as well, please. I don't think it's streaming to mine.
If it's not, maybe we should do that first so that somebody sees this. We had no.
We're just talking to ourselves.
Yeah, we literally had no promotion. Hold on. Let's see if it's streaming on mine. Let's see. Hold on. Come on. Is it streaming on mine? Yes, it's streaming on mine. It's not. Let's see if it's on yours, Mark. If it's not on yours, just go. I think there's an easy way to do it now.
It's on mine. It's on mine.
It is on yours?
It's on mine. Look at that.
Oh, it is on yours. Okay,
Look
perfect.
how fancy. Okay.
Yeah, because Jason is friggin' rad. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
Jason. Thank you.
So let's catch the world up. I don't even remember the last time
I don't even know.
Done this. Honestly, it's been forever.
I don't know that it's been that long though. It seems like it's been forever because we were every week, sometimes multiple times per week.
Yeah.
We did do an episode at the Ice House. That was the last one that we had.
Right.
Different format, which we got a lot of feedback that people prefer the live feed. So that's why we're back to this.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of brainstorming ideas as to how to recreate this. And at the end of the day, I mean, I think it comes down to why reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
We have a fairly large audience. People like it, which I was surprised. Like, we stopped doing this and people actually came up to me like, yo, what's going on with the show? When are you guys going to air it? I'm like, will you guys actually watch this crap? I'm like, I just thought it was just me and Chad venting. And I didn't realize you actually watch this stuff. I'm like, I don't know. I think I'm kind of boring sometimes, but apparently people like it. So I don't know how long it's been, Chad. I got to be honest with you, but it's probably a couple of months, right? 3 months? 4 months?
Yeah, it's been long enough that you and I feel
ice cream, so it couldn't have been. It wasn't winter.
No. Yeah, maybe 3. I mean, this format, it's been a while.
Yeah, it has.
This format's been a while.
I miss this.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Yeah, I mean, so this is where we're at, everyone that tunes in. So since we've done this, we have so many different offices and different locations, and when I say we, I mean Opus.
Thank you. And you're part of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm actually live in our South Jersey office, which is absolutely cool because it's really like right down the street from me. Mark's in Newtown. We have Bristol. We have Poconos. We have Robbinsville. What am I missing?
I think that's it. I think
that's it.
Christina has her office in Langhorne, but that's technically an office, but it's not an actual office. It's open to the public. So yeah, there's 5, right? So I think you named them all. Yeah.
So the goal, guys, is each week we're gonna come at you focusing on the territory of the different offices. So our goal is to bring on one of our 100 agents now from those areas, let them talk about the food, the events, whatever they want. We'll invite a guest business to come on. If they want to be there to shoot it live with them, fine. If they don't and they want to bring them on as a guest, that's fine too. But we want to showcase the agents as local experts. We want to showcase the neighborhoods that we're in. And eventually we want to take neighborhoodspotlights.com and build it to be a YouTube version of this content. That's the goal.
Yeah,
that's the goal.
And if this all just screws up, things don't work out, we vow to be on here every day at 2:30. And if nothing else, you'll see this big bald head and you'll see my man Chad talking. So we've committed, if nothing else, this is our mid-year resolution that we will be on. For the few people that actually watch this and enjoy it, you will see us once a week at 2:30. But I'm super excited about inviting all of our agents to kind of continue what we started, because you've seen now how many people have signed up with local businesses, and the schedule's filling up pretty quick. So I can't wait to see. Obviously we hit Newtown, we hit Newtown hard. We've now expanded into Bristol, and with all of the other offices between the Poconos, South Jersey, Central Jersey, and so on, I'm really excited to see some of the just some of those key businesses in those particular neighborhoods. So
yeah, it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. And
I like this camera, by the way. It actually takes like the wrinkles out of my head. It makes my head look a little bit more narrow. I'm enjoying it. I like this.
You look good, man. You look svelte.
I love when people say svelte. Nobody ever uses that directed towards me, but I like the word svelte. I think it's the camera, though. My business partner, Volcon, told me to get this new Apple, whatever, MacBook Air, and it makes my face look smaller. So everybody go out and buy one if you got a big head like me.
That's
so,
pretty cool.
Anyway, so what's the format for today's show, Jeff?
So today, and I wanted to let everyone know, we considered changing the name. And I say we, I mean me.
You.
Right? And we were going to call it Meatball and Matzo Ball, right? And the reason why is because I felt like it was going to be a little more casual, more raw. So we decided not to change the name. But I think we're going to do a meatball and matzo ball segment. And Mark, I think it's got to be about food.
Sure.
I think
talk about his food. Just so you all know, when Chad and I talk, like, you guys talk like, oh, talk about these women, all these girls and whatever else. When we talk about food. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be like, oh, no, but we talk about food. Literally, like when I see you, I'm like, yeah, what'd you eat today? Maria made macaroni. It was delicious. Like, we talk about food. We love food. It's my romance language.
Yeah. So
I agree with you. We should certainly.
The new format is going to be a co-host with an agent, right? Potentially the business coming in, but then that agent showcasing their knowledge of the area in real estate, in news, events, and in culture. Is that good?
Sounds good to me.
All right, so we're going to rock with that. We don't have any agents today, and this is what we call our free-floating episode, but we are going to bring on our guest. She is a very good-looking member of the team. She is our in-house wellness coach at Opus, and I think we are going to have Danielle on once a month to talk about stuff she's got going on, but also talk about wellness-related topics. Why not? Why not?
Yeah. Listen, and we could probably incorporate that into the whole meatball matzo ball thing. So when we're talking about food, she could tell us the crap not to eat.
Yes.
Right? So I think that might work. It could go hand in hand. So
100%.
Danielle's amazing. Let's bring her out, Chad.
Let's bring her out. So this is Danielle Brody from, is it Danielle Brody Wellness? It is Danielle. Okay. I wanted to call it something else. So it's Danielle Brody Wellness. She is a longtime friend and a annual winner of the, what is it? The what's happening? Oh God, what's it called? Newtown
happening list. Yeah.
You win that every year of life coach, right?
I was runner up this year for the
yes.
I was runner up, but yes, thank you. I mean,
she was a finalist, but she's number one in our heart. She's number one at Opus. That's all that matters. I have to say, Danielle, this reminds me. Remember COVID when like all the news anchors were working out of their house and they have like that one spot in their house that they shoot the perfect angle and it's got the light fixture and it's got this and that. Like, look at us, look at our backgrounds, and look at Danielle. It's so strategically placed. And if I had to guess, the rest of her house looks like that as well. But look how perfect. I mean, the colors pop. The hoodie that she's wearing goes. I mean, it all goes together. And we're like two. What do you call it? Schleps? You have some names. Schlepp.
You're wearing an Opus shirt, and I'm wearing the Ocean City, Maryland Craft Beer Festival shirt from 2 years ago.
Nice. Okay. That's all right. We get it done. So anyway, welcome, Danielle. How are you?
Thanks, guys. This is actually my office. It's very bright colors. I would show you if you wanted to see another time. But this is where I sit and talk to people on Zoom when I'm coaching and on our Monday morning meetings for Opus. Yep. I very much enjoy. Mark is such an incredible leader. But thanks for having me, guys. And I'm happy to go eat with you. I will not tell you the macros or any of that nonsense. We will just eat and be merry because food is also supposed to be fun. It's not just, for like weight loss and shaming ourselves. So
Danielle, you will be proud.
Sandwich, guys.
I don't know.
Live from Rocco's. If you're at Rocco's right now, Bruno, you got to tell me because I'm going to tell you what to order.
I'm trying to show this to Danielle. I don't know if you can see that.
Why are we not at Rocco's, guys?
Here, wait, hold on. Danielle, look, you'll be proud of me. That's my caloric limits for the day, 1,320 calories. And then I have all of my macros and all that other stuff set up over here. So it tells me my net carb allowance, 60 grams, 40 grams of fat, and 180 grams of protein. So that's I got these little macros thing. I know the lingo now, Chad. You see that? Danielle's rubbing off on me.
Okay.
I do not teach that, just so you know. I would never teach that. And I had this conversation with your brother, too.
Yeah.
Guys, macros and calories are just it's a way to inform yourself as to what you're eating, but really it's important to understand what a macronutrient is, like in terms of protein, right? Like what a protein is. But
a macronutrient is a large piece of pizza. It's macro.
To Danielle's point, these apps are great. I got to be honest with you, because
I love apps.
I'm not I don't eat junk food. I'm not like a picker, like that kind of stuff, but I will eat ridiculously large meals. Like I'll have a 16-ounce steak and a baked potato and this and that. So now I've really watched myself, and everything I eat, I've been putting in here, and it works, because you know what? If I'm having that 7th glass of wine, I might think maybe we'll do 6 the day before, or whatever the case may be. But because I'm counting those, I want to stay within those limits. It helps. It actually works.
I think it's good for building like awareness and understanding of what we're consuming. But not me. I don't do that. I don't teach that. That's not a part of my coaching program. But Mark, I'm proud of you. You're informing yourself. This is good.
Positive reinforcement.
Let's tell everyone, for those of you who don't, reintroduce everyone, who you are, what you do. I know you have a huge thing going on now that you just signed on with. Tell us about that. It's something Mark and I will never be, which is hired by a major fashion brand to be their influencer. So tell us about that.
Thanks, guys. You never know. You know, when I was like down and out with depression and really like struggling in life, I certainly never thought I would be working with a brand and be able to say that I did struggle with my mental and my physical health. And I really have worked and, contributed to rebuilding it, and now have a brand that represents that. And I did sign on as the local train ambassador for Lululemon. So each store, guys, thanks. So each Lululemon store across the world has 3 coaches. They have a yoga coach, a run coach, and a train coach. Okay. So we are getting an official Lululemon permanent location in Newtown. Yes. So exciting. It's opening October 21st. And when you walk in, you will now see me as the train coach up on the wall, proudly representing our community and Open and my own company and Studio Lit, and just looking forward to having a larger platform to really spread fun fitness and informed nutrition and contributing to our personal health and wellness in really simple, everyday habits. So thanks, guys. Yes, exciting.
Though I'm excited about the Lululemon opening up, when they did the little pop-ups from time to time, I would just see my bank account go down. Between my wife and our 2 girls, they were there every day, and I'm like, oh gosh. So hopefully there's a friends and family discount that Danielle can offer. But if not, we'll be happy to support.
Especially for you.
Oh, thank you.
So Danielle, what I want you to enlighten us. The goal in bringing you on is mental and physical well-being, right? Yeah. So give us some tips, like, because I know you have your themes in your months. So what's this month's theme for you?
Well, really taking the last month of summer, I think, to take time for what really matters to us. And I think that is something that everyone should sit and give 5 minutes to really reflect on. For some people, it is like crushing their monthly goal in their business, or it's making sure that they're setting time aside before you get back to the hustle and bustle of school to go be present with your family. Or it is like working on, the habits of health before the hustle and bustle of school gets back. I have a lot of clients right now working on that, really trying to get everything in place. A couple of them are teachers, they have the summer off. So really trying to, get on top of learning, like we talked about how to meal prep and plan for yourself, how to squeeze in time with your family and exercise and some mindful, quiet, peaceful time also. So just all of these things, I think it's really always of value in the first week of every month to just sit, reflect, and really think about what you want this month to look like and feel like for yourself, Yeah.
That's awesome. I got to be honest with you. As a serial entrepreneur, I've owned lots of businesses, and I started fairly young. And I remember, 23 years old when I opened my first salon, and I'm working 75 hours a week just to pay the bills. And then I was bartending nights and weekends to actually have a little bit of money to enjoy my life.
Yeah.
It took me about 3 or 4 years to actually take my first night off. And I took about 4 or 5 hours to myself. And I was dating my wife at the time. I think we were engaged and went out to dinner. And I'm like, wow, this is great. And, it really, it took a toll on me, because I did that for about 15 years.
Yeah.
And for that time, there was very little Mark and Maria time. I mean, we spent time together, but it was, having kids, doing all this. I didn't really dedicate time to the family.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to be honest with you, it wasn't until about probably right around when I got into my second year in real estate. I started, because that's when I transitioned out of the tanning industry and went full-time into real estate. I started setting aside time, and I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. And listen, my tagline, phone's always on. My phone's on. It's literally ringing right now, and I'm losing my mind. But that's time. 2 people just called me. So I do set time. And listen, my wife will tell you, she's like, Mark, go to work, because we spend plenty of time together.
Yeah.
And I spend time with the kids. But, it's difficult sometimes. You have to budget that time. You have to make sure that you set aside that time. Volkan covers for me. I cover for him.
Yeah.
There's things that we do, but it's so important. It's so important for mental wellness. And I'm not one to preach. I'm sure, Danielle, you know this, but it takes a major toll on you. I battled with depression for many years, and I think it was from being overworked, not sleeping enough, and not dedicating time to the things that were important. And you don't realize what life is all about. You really need to grasp that. So I agree with everything that you tell us. And
Mark, beautifully said. I think I think from knowing you personally and seeing how you are in real life with your family, I think you actually are a really beautiful example of this. And I encourage you to continue to promote that, personally and professionally. I just think these are really the things that matter. And I think everyone has to have their own definition of success, right? I think it's different for all of us. I grew up with a stay-at-home mom, and I really thought that was what my life was going to look like. But it was so unfulfilling for me. I was so thankful to be a mom, but oh my gosh, I'm like you guys. I wake up and I can't wait to work. I just feel more fulfilled as a human working, and therefore I'm more present and more fulfilled as a mother and a wife and a friend. So I just think we all have to find what fills us, and we need to encourage each other to do that. And then to just show up and be present to those things.
You hit the nail on the head. So when we do our goal setting with all of our new agents that come on, and we sit down and we talk to them, and then we should probably incorporate you into this. I have to be honest, Danielle. The first thing I say to every one of our agents is, well, how do you define success?
Yeah.
For yourself, because it's defined differently for everyone, right?
Yeah.
Some people say, hey, I want to make as much money as possible because I want to retire young and enjoy that. Some people say, I want to be able to work the least amount to spend the most amount of time with my family, but make sure that I'm not dipping into savings when I do so. Some people want the work, whatever that is. But that's the first thing that we talk about when Volkan and I are doing our goal setting. And that it's just because, again, everyone is different. Everyone has a certain trigger that drives them. And whether it's spending time with family, whether it's success financially, whether it's success just physically, we talk about all of that. So we should definitely incorporate you into our goal setting when we meet with our agents. We've been bringing lots of agents on, so it's kind of hard to budget time to have you come out as well. But we should certainly work on something like that. I think it's important. Chad, how do you define success, my friend?
You know what? It's an interesting question. So it's
okay to say you're driven by money. Like that is
listen.
Whatever is meaningful to us is the right answer.
Danielle, when I signed off of the Opus meeting Monday, I said it's Make Money Monday. So I'm not afraid to say that. But I think it's understanding the reason behind it is what shifted in my mind. Because as family grows and you start to realize that quality time with them becomes your most valuable thing, you start to realize that you're working to make money so that you can do those things. And I think, honestly, this sounds cliche, but this is going to show my maturity. Doing what I love for a living becomes the most successful thing because as people may or may not know, I've changed careers. I'm in the midst of still trying to permanently do that. And I think I found something I truly love. And if I can find a way for me to do it and it's enough to support my family, I'm happy.
Yeah. What do they say? Find something that you love to do and you'll never work a day in your life or whatever that line is. But it's so true. It's so true. I mean, people are like, oh, Mark, how many years do you have, of work left in you? You're going to do this until you're 70. You're going to do this here, I would do this forever. I mean, personally, I can't stop because I'm not that type of person, but I can honestly look back and say that my work-life balance, like some people look back like, oh, my kids are getting so old and I never spent time with them. I don't regret one day of my kids' early years. I mean, they're now growing 15 through 10, right? So I have, 4 and 5 years, but we spend so much time together. Every weekend we're together, whether it's at the beach or at the mountains or just on vacations or just home doing whatever we do together. It's a little sad as they start getting older. Obviously, you'll see this soon, Chad. 15-year-olds they want to hang out with their friends. They don't want to go to the beach with us anymore. So it does get to be, it's very sad. But that being said, I don't regret 1 second of it. I can't look back and say that I didn't do for my kids. And I feel like they lacked something because I worked so hard. If anything, I probably could give more to work sometimes, but I have an amazing business partner that helps me, enjoy my family, and we do that for each other. So, but this is a pretty deep neighborhood spotlight. This isn't the direction I thought it was going to go, but you had me at I can't curse. I started out, I said crap instead of shit, and now I'm done. Now I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I screwed up. So you had me all messed up, Dad. So.
No, but my goal is to I want Danielle to sprint. Mark, you and I need Danielle just being there. It's like a Buddha. It's like it's like that reminder of, oh yeah, we got to think of ourselves, right? So that's why I want to bring her on every month. But
let's call it what it is. They'd much rather look at her than us, guys.
Well, that's 100%.
Let's just throw her out there. If we take that intro and it was literally just Danielle saying, hey, guys, watch Neighborhood Spotlight. We got rid of all the bells and whistles that Jason so beautifully created. All of a sudden, the viewer content, it just goes up right now.
But the best part is Danielle has a monthly newsletter, so we know what her themes are of the month.
Yes.
And that's what we can focus in on to have some direction. But the best part is every part of those newsletter has a food segment, right? Yep. So Danielle, give us some food related stuff right now. Are there any summer things that have been drinks or foods or things you've tried that you want to drop some food knowledge or nuggets on for us here?
We literally have the grill going all summer long. I mean, that is my favorite thing. And honestly, I used to do like Instagram Live more, and I used to do like girls who grill, because I think a lot of moms who are home cooking, we're like in the kitchen, it's hot, whatever. Get out on the grill. Everyone learn. And it's no cleanup. So we've been doing a lot of ribs. We started like grilling corn out there, throwing all the veggies on, salmon on the wood. The wood plank is really good. And it's so easy, no cleanup. So I love that. Primal Kitchen is a great brand. That's the barbecue sauce we love. They also have a buffalo that is top tier, and the ingredients are really just beautiful, nutrient dense, and that's one of my favorite brands. So yeah, I mean, get out there and grill. Guys, we're going to be complaining it's cold soon. So get outside, get on the grill, go for a walk. I've been loving just taking 5 minutes in between, like if I have a stressful call or something goes wrong, I just hop on my bike. I go one lap around the neighborhood. Just gets my brain and my heart and my head back in the right spot. So whatever that would be to you, right? It could be just like going outside and taking a breath, looking up at the trees. I feel like Mark would be like, what am I doing here? But just
we talked about that before, right? Yeah.
Practice it. The better it starts to feel, the more normal it starts to feel. And you learn how to like regulate your own body back down to like, okay, I'm good. I got this, so that's always my goal.
KP, what's up, buddy?
Get out and grill. I love it. So we have a new segment on our show. It's called the Meatball.
No more segments.
Yes, we are. And this segment is Get Out and Grill, and it's so appropriate. I'm so excited. So
we should do a segment of the Gata family at the beach, right? So you'll laugh. Maria's the type of person, like she's always been, when we dated, you have to understand, Maria and I were, we were dating. She was living in Rittenhouse Square. She had her condo, which we still have down there. And she had her little condo, and I would call her up. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, nothing. I'm at Barnes and Nobles. And she would literally sit there and read a book and just, enjoy and then go home and, pour a glass of wine, just chill out. and then I would come over, and it was just like mayhem, right? So when we go to the beach, it's the same thing. Like we'll go to the beach, and she sets up both umbrellas and lays out all the chairs for the kids, and she gets her book, and she makes sure she lathers everybody up. She lathers my bald head up, and I'm like jumping around out of my skin, and she's reading her book and just relaxing, and I'm like, okay, so now what are we gonna do? She's like, I was gonna just read my book, and I'm like, well, can we go play in the water a little bit? And she's like, go play with the kids. I'm like, so we go in there, then we come back. I'm like, Marie, you want to throw the football around? Like, I just can't sit still. That's just my thing. But I don't know. I do appreciate what you're saying about going out and just kind of slowing down and enjoying what nature has to offer. And Volcon turned me on to that too. I just, I don't do it as often as I would like. I try to keep busy in my own brain. It's just, that is actually relaxing for me. When I am relaxed and I have nothing going on, I feel like the tension rises. So you have to maybe talk me through that, Danielle. But I do.
By the way, Danielle, when Mark's relaxed, that's when I get 10 p.m. text messages.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, because Maria will tell me that. Like I'll be sitting down at home and just doing nothing, and because I'll have a 10-minute break, and she's like, "All right, you got to go, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just got to go." I'm like, "I don't know where I got to go. I got to go." So I go to the office. I go wherever. I go for a jog with the kids. I go throw the lacrosse ball with my son. Like I have to just go.
Yeah.
So, don't know where I'm going, but I'm going.
It's just because, Mark, it's not your natural state of being, and that's just a good thing to be aware of. But it doesn't mean you can't work on it. I just think you haven't quite yet connected to the value in it. Because
Sure.
I know if you connect to the value and you really feel how valuable it could be to your presence and to your business and to your life, then I think you would give it more time and effort. So I'm here if you want to work on it, but I'm doing a really good job. And Mark, I really do respect the way you handle your business and your personal. So
I appreciate it.
Opportunities if you want to, but you're doing really good.
Can I tell you, as this is going, I'm thinking of different segments, and each
no more
one,
segments.
we can do this, how's Mark doing? Like the mental health check.
Let's check the blood pressure. Wow. Surprisingly, I have very low blood pressure, and I have my cholesterol is like 115. So from that standpoint, my blood work is on point. My doctor loves me when it comes to that. I'd like to drop a few lbs. I'm working on that, but it is what it is. It's a work in progress.
So Mark in the moment. I like that, KP. I like it. By the way, you are absolutely needed on Eating there, Mr. Ken Prouse. I'm going to do lots of different shows with you, my friend.
Absolutely.
But I want to come when you're eating, so the world knows that there are wellness coaches that eat pizza. And I love the Borscht Belt. I go there for a corned beef sandwich.
Nice,
guys. It's all welcome in our world. You just, if you're informed as to what else feels good, it can also, by the way, be something that happens to be healthy, right?
Sure.
So you kind of take those stigma words off.
And maybe we'll put you on a mission, Danielle, for next month.
For a segment.
Find us something healthy. Let's spotlight a health-related food or business or something in the Bucks County sphere. And then you can bring it in and show us what it is. How's that for a little homework?
Here's the thing. Sometimes when you tell people it's healthy, they already have this preconceived notion that they're not going to like it. So here's what we do. We put blindfolds on both of you, and I'm not going to tell you what you're eating, and you're going to eat it, and you're going to tell me if you like it, and then I'll tell you where everything's from.
Okay.
That sounds fun.
That sounds great. Okay. So where can our viewers follow your journey, Danielle?
Well, if they want to work with me, they can find me on my website, Danielle Brody Wellness. You can click the link for a free consultation. I teach classes. I teach hot infrared HIIT strength and power Pilates at Studio Lit. I'm there a lot.
Clothing optional in that or no?
Clothing optional. You wear as little as possible, like a bathing suit. It's so hot, you're dying, but it's the best feeling. It's really a great community over there too. It's exactly how I feel about Mark. I just feel the same way about Opus as I do about them. And
there it is.
And you'll be able to connect with me through Lululemon also. So really looking forward to the permanent location opening in October. In the meantime, you guys can reach out to me, and I work in the community doing local events for mental health awareness, for, just connecting to wellness in general. People always say mental health or physical health, and even I do sometimes, but it's all health, guys. It's all wellness. It's all really about caring for ourselves in these everyday habits that are really simple that we overlook, but if we put them all together, have a really big impact on our life. So,
well, I want to thank you,
Happy
Danielle. I'm excited to have you as a monthly contributor to the Neighborhood Spotlight series.
Thank you.
And everyone get out there and grill before it gets too cold, right? And I think that's all we got. But Mark, it feels so good to be back.
So good, right?
So good to be
back at home again.
So good.
So
I think that's all I got.
I was getting like hate emails. People, what's going on? I miss spotlights. I'm like, really? Come on, man. Give me a little break. The Sopranos took 2.5 years off to bring another series. We're a low budget streaming, via StreamYard on Facebook, and we took 2 months off, and people are screaming at us. But we are back, and we will see you definitely again, right? 2:30 next week, same time, same place. Danielle, you're awesome. If anyone needs to get a hold of Danielle, please, if you need the help, she is amazing at what she does. She's done amazing things for our brokerage. We love her dearly. If you need help, Danielle, with the grand opening, we're here to support you with whatever you need. So thank you and good luck.
My opening, I better be there. You know it.
Oh, absolutely. We're there.
Wearing my Lululemon pants. Let's go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Close us out, Brad. Close us out, brother.
All right. Thank you so much for watching another edition of Neighborhood Spotlights, where we highlight the important and beautiful things in the communities we serve. We look forward to seeing you every week, and we wish you a wonderful day. Have a good day. Peace.